Welcome to the Forex, and here we're looking at the US dollar. Now, there's a few things that we need to sort of point out here. With the euro and the US dollar, we've had trouble with the wave count for some time now, and that's still sort of continuing. And just to add a layer of difficulty on top of that, we've got the NFP figures coming out in the next session. The ADP figures that came out on Wednesday were strong, but they didn't meet expectations, and that sent the US dollar lower on the previous spike here. Now, this move down through here, we know that the ADP figures are a good lead-in for the NFP figures in the next session, and that seems to be proving the case with this particular move down through to here. However, in terms of the wave count, we can still keep wave 4 here as such, or even have this as wave 2. But what we don't want to see is we don't want to see this group 2 here, the 65, 72 and the 80 here become the resistance. If that's the case, then the trend breaks down and will be going down further from that point. So that's the price point that you need to keep in mind. And as I mentioned, the wave count that we've got is proving quite difficult to count. It's just got too many options. So when we look at the euro here, first of all, as I've always sort of mentioned with the euro, is that the trading levels and the Elliott Wave count don't they're not in sync. They're not working together. We've got the trading levels concept offering support to the market, starting back at the 130 here, and then moving up to the 133. And we know that there'll be profit taking it at the number 8 here. 138 is what it does. As long as the 135 holds, then we've got a bullish trend here. With the Elliott count going back in history here, we've got a bearish count coming in for it, and that bearish count starts from here in this case anyway, the down for 1, ABC for 2 here, and then down for 3. Now, if that's going to be the case, this has spiked quite a way up for a wave 4 here. It's not uncommon, it can do that. The wave 4s can sort of overlap a little bit. However, the other count that we can see with this here would be seeing this still in the third wave down here, but down for 1 and back for 2, 3, 4 and 5 down this way through here. But as you can imagine, the NFP figures, if they spike do the same as the ADP figures and we get a spike up here, then that changes the scenario pretty much totally. And what we'd have to look at then is changing this move down to an A wave, a B wave to here, and a C wave low in here, and then we have to look higher. It's as simple as that. So we're still in a rock and a hard place, and just drilling into here, this is the count that I've just mentioned, down for 1 and back for 2 here, and coming into the 50-60% retracement level through here. So we'll need to see the market fade from that point here, and pretty much sort of break down, so to speak. So we just need to wait and see. And like I said, there's a layer of difficulty there with the NFP figures coming out tonight as well. So you really need to be able to set your orders up properly. Looking at other counts as well, the ABC that I mentioned, I put that here. This would give wave 3 to here, wave 4 to here, and 5 waves down for wave 5 here. Even though it's truncated somewhat, didn't make a new low here, it still fits quite nicely. So that could be wave 5 here, and then we've got wave 1 and 2 and 3 and moving up stronger through here. So setting orders to buy new highs for the NFP situation would be a valid way to move forward as well. In terms of counting that up through here, if you wanted to trade this before those figures came in, then you really need to have support on the 136 here. This does appear to be corrective here. It needs to hold support, in the group 2 area here, micro group 2 in this particular case, and find support here and move up from there. And this is what it would look like through to here. So You just have to wait for it to get back up on here and find support, and then you'd be going much higher. So, you know, the bigger and uglier the correction, the stronger the next trend. So let's see how that goes. If the market moves down under the group 2 here, if this becomes the retested resistance, then that's the first sign of it breaking down. It can come down and test this, you know, the 72 here, but it would need to bounce back from that particular point through there. So a bit of a rock and a hard place, and that US dollar kind of messes up a lot of the other counts as well. Not so much the Australian count here that we've been looking at, moving up towards 90 as a target area here. The wave count I've got here so far is the 3rd, the 4th, and we've been looking at the 5th wave moving up through here. Once again, the NFP figures can, I think there's RBA note meetings coming out today too at 11:30, but double check that on the site. But this wave count up here has still got legs in it, so it's wave 4 here, that can be wave 5 to here now, wave 3 in move that out the way into this area through here, and wave 4 can move back to wave 4 of one lesser degree. If you know, normally if you're trading up to 90, we'd trade to the 72 and basically get out and wait for it to become support, and it hasn't become support, it's moved above, but the retest has failed each time. So if you're going to trade long, you would need that 72 as a retested support. Okay, and then we're looking for wave 5 to the upside there if the case. But once again, there's news items coming out today, so and there's going to be there are sellers here, as you can see. It's pegged this market here, and it's been struggling ever since. So there's no real volume coming in, no sort of commercials coming in and buying it at 90. They'll be buying sort of above that. They'll be looking to take profit in that sort of area there. The Euro Australian, in its odd way with its movement, has fitted into our wave count quite nicely. So we were looking for, just coming back through here, we're looking down for 1, back for 2 here, down for 3, back for 4, and that wave 4 can actually go here, and that would leave us the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 to here. We were looking for it to come in at the 150, didn't quite get there, but good enough. So what we're looking for now is wave 4 here at a 38.2 retracement level, or wave 4 of one lesser degree. So we're looking for an A and a B and a C wave here, and yes, it can go higher because we've got things happening tonight in the US. So so we'll just see how this pans out. But what we normally do is allow the bounce to bounce, and then we need to look for weakness, and it's still halfway through the bounce, so we haven't seen any weakness in here ready to short wave 5 coming in through this area through here. So we just need to allow that to play out through there. The pound yen is traveling quite nicely and pretty much in sync with everything that we're sort of looking at, and we're looking at it pulling back to its 38.2% retracement level, which was at 166.75. So it's not quite there just yet, but looking for it to do that. It can move higher as well. So down for 1, back for 2, 3, 4, and 5, down through to here. This move up through here, in terms of trading it, we're looking at the support here yesterday, so we knew from support it would be moving higher through there. And that's the sort of area up through here that we're sort of looking at here. But this is not, I have to say, this is not traveling very well for a wave C, because a wave C is in 5 waves, and we've got 1, 2, and 3 here. So it's quite possible that we actually get this up to here, somewhere in here, 67, I guess, and some sort of A, B, C across here, and one more push up through to here. To complete 5 waves for wave C. So support on 167 if you're trading long from here. Trade to 167. Well, the trend is getting tired now, so you could pretty much come in at 166.72 area through here, and then just wait for support on top of 166.72, and then trade up to 167 and get out, and then wait for 167 to become support. There will be some sort of corrective pattern across it. It should be quite simple because this one here was complicated, and then a move up higher from there. And the euro yen as well. So the euro influencing this sharp spike through here. It's moved through the 38.2 retracement level that we had from this point through here. So that's a little bit sort of unnerving, and well, we just got to see sort of how it plays out. But you know, it is kind of looking more like bullish. So like 1, 2, and there'll be the third wave up here, and in the third wave there'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here, as an A and B and C, or a further fourth and a fifth here. So if there is a change in the euro being the ABC low that we're looking at, this is what we'll be looking at through here. All right, cheers.